Good morning, everyone. How are you? Can you ask quickly to join? Let me ping. Actually, I asked team to join today. Let me quickly ask team to join. Hey, Prachi, can you ask team to join quickly? Good morning, Mani. Good morning, Vikas. Good morning, Abhishek. Good morning, Imansu. Good morning, Devesh. So, have you tried whatever I asked to complete? Anyone facing any other difficulty? Hey, where is Raghavendra? Prateek. Hey, Prateek. Subham also joined. Good morning, Subham. Subham, can you ask Raghavendra and others to join quickly? Lokendra, Deepak, Dushyant also joined. Just quickly, where is Lokendra? He is very busy person. Okay, let's try that activity that we discussed yesterday. Let me open that environment. Where is the trial environment? Let me open it. Anything that we can discuss before going into CRM activity? Good morning, JM creativity. Hey, good morning, Vishal also joined. Siddharth, Tushar, Nishant. Okay, let me share my screen. Where is others? Today is holiday, some place. So they are taking rest today. Are you able to see my screen now? Yesterday we tried here to call different functions and even the different library. So in the opportunity level, let's try to first we will check the solution history. All are done. Let's do publish all. So now we will try to get or we will try to call different functions from different namespace. So here benefit here is if we have defined some global functions and even we have created one global function as well. Let me check if we already created that one or not. So here what we have done, we have added some validation here and we have to call those function in different locations. Suppose Yogendra ji also joined or not? Yes, good morning. So now let me check if it is published or not. page has expired now. Page has expired. Okay. Dash to hard refresh. Okay, it's published now. See, okay. So when we open this JavaScript function, this opportunity record, so we have called two method here. Two method means one is call from lead.js, but here call from lead.js. So here this is the opportunity library, but we are calling this particular function from here. Call from lead.js. But we have call only this library. But we are calling another function which we have created in another library. So likewise, we can create even function which we have defined even in the other libraries. So similar way we can achieve the code reusability work. If we have defined something somewhere, so we can call those one even internally as well, right? So this is the way like we can call from different library. Now, what we will try to achieve, like these are the global functions. Suppose if we have requirement like in the form level, suppose I'm trying to create two new field in both the entities. Both the entities means lead level and opportunity level. Two function dov we have created or not? Those were not created. Dov dop we are trying to achieve that one like dov should not be future date and one is due date or expected close date expe expected close date, right? So it means expected close date should not be passed. So here we need to add that level of validation in the lead level, similarly in the opportunity level. dob dob date only. So schema name should be, we will get it. So here in two different place we will try to achieve this requirement. So in the sales insight, Okay, so let's copy the schema name so that we can utilize. This is the schema name and expected close date. This is also a schema name. Okay, we are adding this one code R. Okay, here in opportunity level, we have added both the fields in the form level. It is publishing. Let's do the same activity in the lead level. All good. Let me know if you have any doubt. In the opportunity level, we have done. Similarly, we have to do. So, sales insight. Let's do this activity. Expected close date. Okay, so schema name should be the same here. Okay, let's call those two functions here. Let's save it first, or otherwise, let me check if we have added that. We have added that global. Okay, I think we need to create a library first because yesterday we are not able to save this library. So this is the global function. So now make sure how we are doing, just make a note on that one. Opportunity level 3 web resource, it is showing loaded. Okay, global function also we have created, right? So we are good. This is the global function. Okay, that's fine. So now let's try to load that library into the form level. Sales inside. How to add a JavaScript library here? Form library. Add library. GLOBAL. Global. Global function. Add it into the lead form. Now, how to call that one? This is different because we have created this one as, see, event handler is on change. So we are adding this particular on change function. Which, but from which library? Global function. What is the function name here? This is DOB. In DOB, we are restricting future date. So future date is this one. Here, this is the namespace name. It means namespace name dot the function name. Okay, function name. This is slightly different. On change. Okay, So here it is expecting two parameters. One parameter we are passing as pass execution context as first parameter. First parameter. Now, this is very important part. Make sure here we need to pass another parameters as field name. Field name here is which particular field name we need to make a validation, because here we are passing a field name as a variable. So it should be, we have to pass here, because this is only one parameter. We have to pass this information because this is a single line of text. We have to pass the schema name of DOB, because we are creating function in DOB. So we are passing this parameter as DOB as schema name of this particular field, right? So we are not hard coding this one. We are dynamically passing the schema name of this field. Now, done. So one method we have applied here, but what is the difference here is only we pass the dynamic value. Similar way here, expected close date, we are adding that particular validation. So here same way, global function, this is reusability. Global function date validation. Okay, future date is coming, but we don't want to use future date validation. We want to add past date validation. Maybe this is something new we are doing, but this is the way that we can achieve for some functions in this manner. Here now we need to pass second parameter as field schema name. What is the expected close date schema name? We already copied. That's why I kept all those information in separate place. Paste. Many person they would come to know like, oh, we can utilize JavaScript functionality in this manner as well. So now let's try if we can pass this schema name here. So save it. Which particular place we have done in lead level. Now, similar way we can achieve in opportunity level. So in one place we have written the JavaScript call, and now we can call those function in a number of places, because here we have not hard coded this particular field name. If we have hard coded this one, so we can only achieve this particular function, or we can call only this particular function only whenever we are have the same schema name. Suppose here if I'm checking, if I'm writing this particular field here as, so here if I'm validating like DOB or any expected date, so this is hard coded, but we are dynamically passing this information. That's why we are good here. Okay, let's do it in other place. Other place means in lead level we did. Now we have to do the same thing in the opportunity level. Form level, sales insight. This is very important information you should aware. So this is the best practice that we are doing to utilize any. We can write some global function code and we can utilize date validation future. This is past date, future global function date validation. Yes, this is future date. Here DOB. What is the schema name for this field? Oh, this is the one we are passing here. Done. Similarly, other function, events, add event handler, change the where is global library. We have not added this global library here. Oh, sorry. Where is form library? Why global function? This is the JavaScript. So here we have to add that one. From which one? Global function. Fast state validation. Yes. First execution contract. We have to change the first one also. Okay. Now this is fine. Now check this one. This event. Let's see which lead main library. This is wrong one. Global function. You have to inform me as well. If I'm doing something wrong, you have to be very careful. Okay, everything is fine now. We have added our validation from a global function. What happened? Where are others? It's published now. Let's do one time publish all and then we are good. Publish all now. So similar things we can achieve within 30 minute task. So even if we have written such types of functionality here, we can do multiple times. One place we have defined and we can call those functions maybe across all the environment. So suppose here we have said like sometimes we can define our function like set non-mandatory, mandatory, set some global function here, and we can call this library across all the place. Define one place, call into multiple place. So this is the way that we can achieve. So even we can define some global function where it a function maybe accept the collection of fields, and where you need to hide all the fields, and if you need to hide some fields you need to pass through, and if you need to enable or disable some field, so you can create a separate function for that. I will tell you how we need to do that functionality. So likewise, this is I am taking some more or additional time here. Why? Because this is completely JavaScript. So that because we have only limited here functions or features which a developer need to work on daily basis. Right? Suppose this is opportunity now. Let me these are the functions that we are calling. Okay, so here in this particular form, do we have DOB and expected due date? Here, let's do hard refresh. Okay, let me open lead form. See, here we have two fields, DOB. So let's try to add any future date. Suppose today is 14. Suppose try to add. It is not calling. It is accepting. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's debug here so that you can achieve something. Okay, another one is this one. Okay, so let's try to change this one. So here we are passing expected close date. Okay, so to do debugging, let's use F10. F10, something is failing. This particular function is not available in the form. Okay, let's do one more time. Then we'll see what is. Okay, F10. Do we have execution contacts? Yes. Do we have form contacts? Yes. So attribute dot. See here, if we have face something here, let's copy this one. Console. So here F1 CDEXT. Form context is available here. Let's try to get the parent attribute. So this is like we are debugging that part. Here form context dot get attribute Okay, field name is not defined. Okay, field name and is capital. Why field name is not defined? Oh, oh. You understand here what is the issue? This is field name is capital and here we have field name is small. Okay, let's try in first place. We'll correct this one. So likewise, we may have similar issues. Why this call is not happening? So this field name, we got this field name F10, 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 get date. So selected date, what is the selected date here? F10, new date. What is the today date? This one. And this is the future date. Set r equal to this one. We are getting input date. Okay, so now today date is 14th April and here 16th is this one, so it is accepting true or false. So this is true. Input date is less than today's uh, here in future date validation. Where is quick add? So this is false here. Input date here is 16th. Correct. So let's do one thing quickly. Let's add this validation here, this one, and in another one. So this one we have done mistakenly. This F field name is small, and here it should be like this one only. Let's do publish it. Global function. Now it will work. So even if we have corrected one place, it will automatically correct across all the place. So this is the benefit of global function. If we have to do something in one place, it will automatically, applicable if it is calling from 10 different place, 15 place, 50 place. Let's do it. Let's create some functions also here so that we can quickly wrap up other things as well. Retrieve, single, retrieve. Will, try to use at least today as card function. We already did that one. For retrieve, do it one more time. Now, this validation we can see DOB date must be in future old message. Here we have written wrong, error message. So here we have added future date validation. Future date, validate future date. So here date must be in future. Now here we want to restrict future date. And so here this is the right method. So here our purpose here is we have to restrict future date. And publish. So this is the these types of validation we can achieve with global function. Here what we are doing, if someone try to add something which is not correct, so we can define or we can write our logic in JavaScript and we can place even the globally as well. So this particular function, whatever I have written here, I can place this future date validation across my applications. So suppose someone say, hey, I want to change this particular, what is the benefit actually? If someone say, hey, I need to, change this notification here, error message. So what to do? I can change one place, and if we have not written this one in global location or global function, we have to change that notification across all the place. And it's very difficult even to identify all the place. So here, suppose if I need to select date of birth as future, so here date must be in past. Suppose here if I want to add something, so expected close date must be in future. So suppose expected close date, if I'm try to add something like expected close date should be future date, and we are or user is putting something which is past date, so we are not allowing, right? So we are cleaning all those user manual issues whatever they are trying. Suppose if we are saying, hey, his date of birth should be 30th, how you can identify like his date of birth in the future time? So similarly this is in lead level, similar option we can do even in the lead level, because lead level we also added same functions. Do we need to do what's going on? Why our records are not opening. Here, suppose if date of birth, I am try to select date of birth, date must be in past. Similarly, here the old date must be in future. Okay, let's correct this one. Okay, this one. Okay, that it is accepting. And here I'm adding, any old date. It is accepting. There is no issue. So likewise, I can add or I can do some validation with the help of global JavaScript library. Is it clear? Is it clear for everyone? Are you here? Are you with me? Or yes, no? Devesh, are you able to understand this point? Devesh is here. Okay, so let's try to get some data with the help of fetch XML. Suppose I need to retrieve what is fetch. I think we already discussed that part. Fetch XML, how to create a fetch XML with the help of fetch XML, how to retrieve that information. So suppose I have written one JavaScript function and I can call that JavaScript function. Okay. So suppose I need to retrieve all the record from one entity. Okay, let me try to create some query from here. Then, so retrieve single we already covered. How we covered that retrieve single? We already did similar thing where we did that part. Lead library. We already covered, right? Retrieve single. We have created one function. We did or not this one. So here get lead based on ID. Where we call this one? See here. On load of lead, we are populating some information here. These are the one email ID and first name we are calling. So we already did retrieve record. XRM.web API retrieve record we already did from here. Now retrieve single instead of retrieve single, we will try to create retrieve multiple, right? So we have done this retrieve single. Now we try to retrieve multiple. So retrieve single we already discussed. To retrieve the unique record, we need lead GUID, record GUID, unique identifier. But to retrieve any information which is not unique ID, so let's retrieve that one. Retrieve single selectable lead. We will try to get data from lead only. So let's utilize this REST builder. It is taking some time. We already connected to this tile environment. It is retrieving tables from Dataverse. Okay, so here we can select the column, like how many field we want to showcase. We want to see lead ID, we want to see account lookup, we want to see address name, and also whatever the available cities, customer, okay, date of birth, email address, or maybe expected close date. we can use. Okay, we are selecting 8 fields, but it is asking filter by. Like, do you want to fetch this data based on any specific uh, information like email ID? Yes, email ID operator equal to, and suppose I want to retrieve some data based on the email ID, like how many leads are creating based on one email ID. So suppose I will open this I record and I will select the email ID. Okay, let's choose this one. It is showing here also. Okay, so this is the email ID. Let's create the query. From here we have created this query, so let's try to use this query directly and call this function. Okay, here we have created one function here, get. Now again function get lead details based on email. Okay, here function, this is the format function, and here let's paste and paste it. Done. Here maybe we can pass execution contacts, and even if we want to make this field as dynamically, so we can pass here email ID. Okay, email ID, because we are creating this particular function as dynamic value, so we have to pass that email ID here. So here we have to pass this is the dynamic value we are passing here. So likewise you can pass this value and you can retrieve all those information here. Now what do you want to showcase? I want to showcase a alert notification here. If we have one record, alert alert, so what you want to display here, where is expected? Okay, let's display this information only. Okay, this is hard code value. We are displaying this value, and now we are displaying expected this one, and this value we are displaying. We are showing this value. This is just for displaying purpose. Now, so now I need to call this function. Where I need to call this function? On load of lead management dot lead new dot get, right? And we have to pass here, what we need to pass here? Form context, comma. Okay, let's try to get the email address, dynamic email address. How to get that dynamic email address? If it is there, it will get, because we need to pass email address also here. After this one, we can get the email address. What is the email address here? This is the schema name of email address. So let's do it. Email address. Okay, let's call this function only when we have email address. If not equal to null or blank, okay, then we have to call. Why? Because if email id is blank, what is the purpose of calling or getting the record here? Fine. You understand why we have added this condition? If email id is there, then only we are retrieving that one. So likewise we have to define different types of function and how we are creating those function. Like this is just copy paste whatever are this rest builder is giving. So if we can use other method here, we can use this one also, we can use this one also, but here we are using this api function. Got it? Now let's upload this lead management file and we are good to go. Lead main library. We can do one more thing. We can just hide the other alert function, get lead information. So I don't want to call this function also because it will unnecessary adding multiple alert. Okay. So likewise, we can create n number of different functions. Like based on our need, we can define our functions and we can call into multiple place. Rest filter useful especially for which purpose? If we need to, create different, method or API functions, so we can utilize this one. Otherwise, what we have to do? Suppose I have to create this function, this particular uh, method. So what I have to do? Whatever I have developed one time. So based on this one only, I need to go. So see here, this is the formatter value. If it is a lookup, it will already take care. So anything, whatever I want to check, I can directly take. So this is just additional help or additional hand for us. So it will help us to create different types of web API query, which will we can utilize inside different JavaScript functions. Even if you want to do it from your side, you can do, but now in a day, because we don't have that much time, so we are utilizing this REST builder query help. If, okay, let's add those value here. Okay, web resource method, this one on load. I think there is some JavaScript issues. Form on load. or we have update. Do we lead management? This is the correct one, right? Lead management new. What's going on? This is the right method. Let's do one more times. So similar way, you have to perform this activity in multiple place and try to use your chat AI agent to get more similar example from the AI, and you can optimize your time. It is not like whatever I am giving you, that is the one option only we are having. What is the error message that we are getting? Reference error. Lead management new form. Okay, what will happen here? Maybe because of this global function. Are we utilizing the same library? So global function. Form, lead level, form level. Namespace name should be unique. Anyhow, we are over the time here, but let's quickly fix this. opportunity level, we have to do it quickly. Okay, let's do it. Publish all, and then we'll see. Meanwhile, it is publishing. Do you have anything so that we can? You need my attention. Where are you? Can you hear me? It's publishing. It is taking some time. So we mostly covered the scenario here. Let's start custom HTML part maybe tomorrow, and we can showcase like how to create a basic custom HTML form, what is the benefit of that custom HTML form, and how to utilize that custom HTML form. So inside even the custom HTML form, how we are calling the API, those API, so that either we can create, and even the ribbon navigation, I will let you know how to do the ribbon workbench if we need to add some button. Okay, let's tomorrow let's cover that topic related to the ribbon customization. Maybe next 2 days we will cover the ribbon customization, how it's work, what types of enable disable rule, how to debug those items, like if we need to check the existing functionality related to any existing button, hide and show rule, what is the benefit of hide and show, and how to even debug that items, like which particular library, which one we are utilizing that part. And let me know if you have any other topics to discuss further, but it's very necessary plugin. So JavaScript and plugin is so complex. That's why I'm not even giving you the very basic overview, high level overview. I'm trying to spend more time so that at least you have some hands-on experience. So this is the opportunity for you all. I don't think so. We may, comes into a separate session, and I can even spend some additional time for you. If you have anything which I can even explain you here, so this is the best time to even utilize your time. I know there are so many other things you also need to complete, but this is also important things here. Why we ran into a problem? Stay. Okay, so I will publish it. This is the one only, and here we can call that particular method, whatever we have written here, and it will fetch all those information from CRM. So likewise, you can try. Otherwise, I can quickly showcase this one tomorrow. Once it is published, I will do publish all, and I think we are good to go. Right? Perfect. Or do you have anything to discuss? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Bye. Have a good day.